People want to have great sex. You deserve that. We're coming from the product Sex, Men, and God, where I actually teach men the same things I'm sharing with you right now. And this stuff will change your life if you actually do it. Now, if you are not doers of the word, you're too lazy, you're not going to get the results. If I don't put seed in the ground, I shouldn't expect a harvest. If I don't change my behavior, I shouldn't expect a change in results. Okay? That's true of life. So what I'm giving you is disciplines that guarantee outcomes. If you do the next thing I'm going to share with you, you can experience sexuality in such a powerful, different dynamic. Number one, 3 tips here, write these down. Number one, keep your eyes open. Neurologically, you attach to whatever you're beholding. And if you're not looking into each other's eyes or beholding each other, who knows what you're attaching to? Nothing, or worse, an imagination, because your spouse is so disconnected, you don't even know where they are. When you look into each other's eyes, you see the soul and the heart and the spirit. And when you're being physically intimate, you bond in such a powerful way. Okay? Now, I want you to do this every time for the next 30 times, and then decide if you like it or not. It's going to be uncomfortable the first few times. Push through that, and you will be amazed at how different your encounter can be. Number 2, some kind of light on. Now, you don't have to have theatrical lighting like what I'm sitting in. Simple candlelight, enough to behold each other, enough to see each other. The one thing you want to totally avoid is dark room sexuality. I mean, if that happens once in a while, okay. But if that's your general pattern, you're not connecting to anything. And what's happening is you're setting you both up for a lack of intimacy and connection that you could take to another level if you were beholding each other. Number 3, nurturing conversation. I am not talking about dirty talk at all. I'm talking about saying kind things, loving things, nurturing things, looking into their eyes and speaking that. And if you're saying, I don't know what to say, I got a great book called Upgrade Your Sex Life. It will tell you exactly, depending on your spouse's sexual, their language, the way they're designed, it can help you really minister to them. Okay? And that's a great book for that. Now, I want to encourage you to practice, practice, practice. But practice the way I'm asking you. Eyes open, lights on, nurturing conversation. Do that for 30 times and see what you think, all right? Now, we need to move on. And again, this is all in Sex, Men, and God. And wouldn't you like this information? Don't you wish someone would have told you this in Sunday school or in a cell group or at church? Well, be that person. Be the person who does the Sex, Men, and God book, or maybe you want to do couples, intimacy, 100-day guide. These principles are in both materials. Start a group. Start healing what is around you. And then God he'll multiply it. He really, really will. Now, one of the things that we talk about is being in agreement. Now, to be in agreement sexually is so important. So many couples never talk about how often. They never talk about who initiates. They never have any consequences for punishing the other person inappropriately. Now, what I'm about to share with you will only work if you're doing the first parts. If you're connecting, okay, you're having a good, intimate, spiritual time, emotional time, nurturing each other, praising time, eyes open, lights on. But then you can get into the principle of agreement, which is Amos 3:3. How can two walk together unless they be agreed? Now, I'm not going to get into this very specifically because it's specifically in the book, but you can decide on how often we're going to participate with each other. This doesn't have to be a big secret. So many couples never even have that conversation. And oftentimes you're at different numbers and you can negotiate that, okay? You can negotiate how you set that up. Do we just rotate weeks back and forth? You get a week, I get a week. We rotate days back and forth. We pick days. Any 2 intelligent people can sit down with what's in the Sex, Men, and God book and figure this out, okay? And then rotate responsibility. One of the saddest commentaries I hear again and again and again is only one person initiates a sexual encounter. It's as if one person's sexual, the other one's not. No, one person's not being responsible. If you never initiate toward your spouse, they're not going to feel wanted by you. And it's really important that you equally initiate sexual encounters. Now, if there's been addiction and infidelity and there's pain and you got to work through that, see a counselor, talk to someone about that. But I'm talking in general. The spirit of this is to be in agreement, Okay, set it up, and if you need to, you can even set consequences. Like, if I don't keep my word, my consequence will be this. And sometimes you're so mad at somebody, like, you know what, I'll do the consequence. But you don't want to be using sexuality as a way to manipulate, the way to control. You need to be a good boy or good girl, and if you are, or if you don't bring up this topic, okay, then we will. We want to get away from all manipulation around sexuality. And when you walk in agreement, there's peace. So if you need more information on that, get the materials and you can walk through that. But what I want to share with you is that healthy sexuality is a result of discipline. It is not something that just happens. Having a healthy body, being physically fit, that doesn't just happen. You make food choices, you make exercise choices, you make aerobic choices, okay? You make sleep choices, and health is a result of those disciplines or lack of, okay? Wealth is the same way. If you're 50 years old and you've never saved anything, you know, you're probably not gonna have a lot of wealth going into retirement, okay? But if you did, you will, okay? Healthy sexuality isn't something where you oftentimes need a miracle. Now, sometimes you might need healing. Sometimes there's been damage because of things that have been done and said, but you can heal out of that. We're neuroplastic. We can have a great sexuality. I've been sexually abused, abandoned, sexually addicted. I have every reason why that wouldn't have been possible for me, and it's possible because of Jesus. And if the principles, if you follow them, you can have this miracle and this healthiness in your life, and you can duplicate it.
For more content and resources to help in your healing journey with Christ, make sure to follow Dr. Doug Weiss on Facebook and Instagram. If you'd like to share full episodes of this show with friends and family, subscribe to Healing Time Ministries on YouTube, and feel free to leave us a comment on any of Dr. Doug's social media platforms. Our team would love to hear your feedback and learn how Healing Time is impacting your life, your church, and your ministry.